I'd like to thank my parents for all they've done for me. I'm gonna go graduate now, so I'll be right back.
Oh my god, is it too late to change my major?
So down, raindrops on the window, I'm dreaming, but it doesn't make sense at all. Then the microphone on the wall, I'm upside down, singing down the hall. So down, raindrops on the window, I'm dreaming, but it doesn't make sense at all. Then the microphone on the wall, I'm upside down, singing down the hall. So down,
Kristencaseyyy.
so down.
Party! Woo! Kristencaseyyy.
Kind of feels like it's my wedding day, except I'm not getting married. Before I start this video, I want to show you guys my new plant. And this is him. This is Root. Root is in fact a succulent and I love him. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, in about 3 hours, I am graduating college. I thought I would just kind of let you guys get ready with me, watch me do my makeup, get my gown on, my outfit on, all that kind of stuff. But while I do that, I'm just gonna talk about my college experience and why exactly it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Don't get me wrong, I had an amazing 4 years. It's just that they weren't what I imagined them to be when I first started as a freshman or when I graduated high school. I feel like I had this image of what college should look like, and as much as I loved my time in college, it just didn't turn out the way I thought it would, because I had this picturesque like idea of what college should look like with Greek life and partying and that studying aesthetic of like sitting on campus and like being there with my nice glasses just on the lawn. I wish I had a book. Zoom uni, baby. Just like, you know, the study aesthetic. I just feel like this is a very thing we're used to, where like things are so idealized in our life. And like to an extent it's good. You want to be positive and kind of like have your dream life in mind, but then sometimes we get let down with our expectations. Like most times that I was studying aesthetically on campus, I was stressed about passing an exam. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my college experience if you are about to start college or if you finished college and you want to compare college experiences. But yeah, I'm really excited to start getting ready. This is crazy. I'm just gonna start off with some foundation. I literally always use this foundation in my videos. So yeah, as most of you know, if you already follow my channel, I am from New Jersey. I graduated high school in New Jersey and now I am graduating from the University of Florida. It's funny because when I first entered college, I was going to the University of Connecticut on the pre-vet track. I was a bio major on the pre-vet track, and obviously that is not what I'm doing now, and that should be very encouraging for you guys that you can have such a turnaround like that. And it's okay, like everybody switches their majors in college. It's actually like extremely normal. People think you need to have your whole life figured out when you start college, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. I know you're not gonna believe me until you experience that for yourself. I am not the same person I was when I first started college, and that's how it's supposed to be. But anyways, I spent a year and a half at the University of Connecticut. Go Huskies. I absolutely loved it there. I met some of the most amazing people and still talk to them to this day. If you're thinking of going to the University of Connecticut, highly recommend it. Amazing school. I will always feel partially like a Husky still, but I had a pretty good freshman year. There weren't really any issues other than the fact that I decided I didn't want to be a pre-vet major anymore. After doing some soul searching, I guess, I just decided that I didn't want to be a STEM major anymore, and that as much as I would have loved to be a vet, I just wasn't really passionate about it, and also my brain just doesn't work like that. I should have been studying for my bio exams, and instead I was in the music room like teaching myself piano. Like basically any excuse to not have to study for bio or chem. And I would literally like spend 2 weeks studying for a bio exam that I would still not do well on, and I would get so frustrated that I wasn't getting the straight A's that I had in high school, because I was a really good student in high school. And so to go from that to struggling my freshman year and like calling my mom crying that I failed another exam, that was not it, sis. There's a giant cement truck going outside my window. I live in a roundabout, so it's really noisy, but the lighting is really good. So lesson to learn from that, it's okay if you fail some exams, because let's just say I got a 50 on a chem exam and I still managed a B+, mainly because the chem department was on probation and they had to round all of our grades like 2 grades up. Thank you for that. But bottom line is, it's okay to fail classes. It's okay to not know what you want to do, especially your freshman year. But even still to this day, sometimes I question what I'm doing and I'm like, what am I actually gonna get a job in now? Because in a few hours I'm gonna be officially unemployed. Anyways, as much as I loved UConn, I couldn't make my major work. They're known for being an amazing STEM school, and so when I decided that I didn't want to be a STEM major anymore, I couldn't figure out how to make a communications major work. Because UConn offered a communications degree in the CLAS school, and that was way too broad of a major for me. I didn't want to just graduate with a communications degree, and I didn't want to go into the business school because I didn't really want to be a marketing major. That's not really what I wanted to do. So anyways, my parents were thinking at this point that they're gonna move to Florida, which was gonna happen the summer after my freshman year. And once I heard about that, I just started looking at schools in Florida, just kind of curious about them. And that was when I found that UF had a really amazing journalism school, the CJC. It's the College of Journalism and Communications. And I had always like thought I wanted to be a journalist. That was actually the first thing I officially wanted to be before I decided on bio. And so after finding that they had so many amazing opportunities on campus that are like hands-on experience, that would just overall be better for me, I decided that a transfer would probably be the best move for me, because it was a little closer to home, which wasn't the main reason I chose that, but because of that I'd get in-state tuition and it would be cheaper. It would be a better school. UF is a better school than UConn, and it would be in the degree that I wanted. So the pros kind of outweighed the cons, and I figured I had to transfer. I mean, once I got into UF, the fact that I had even gotten in, since it's kind of hard to get into, was a sign to me that I should just take the risk and go. And so I got on a plane and transferred to UF halfway through my sophomore year, so that's spring semester. Highly don't encourage doing that. If you have to do it, it's fine. I don't regret my decision at all, but if you can transfer in the fall, I'm telling you, it will be easier. I did a video on my college transfer experience more in depth previously. Long story short, I ended up here, and my first semester was cheeks. My first semester was garbage. I didn't know what depression was until that semester. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I always was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of depressed. No, I genuinely was depressed my first semester here, to the point where I like didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. I'm a very social person. I'm very extroverted, and I just didn't want to meet people. I had never felt that low in my entire life, and I'm just gonna be super real and transparent with you guys. Like, I was an anxious mess. I was depressed. All I did was study because I didn't know where else to get involved. UF is a really big and overwhelming school. I didn't know anyone. It was in a completely different state. There's over 50,000 students here. Let's just say it was a disaster. And to this day, like, I feel the effects of how bad that semester was. Like, as much as I love UF and I'm so happy to be here and I know I made the right decision, it's always left like a little bit of a bitter taste in my mouth, just because my first impression of UF was so bad. And that wasn't really UF's fault. That was mostly just because I was going through this big change. Like, of course you're gonna feel anxious when you go through something like that. But I'm here to say that things get better, I promise. I truly didn't think things were gonna, like, I truly didn't think things were looking up, and I feel like that's how you feel when you're depressed. You just feel hopeless, like there's nothing for you in the future. And let me tell you, there was so much for me in the future at UF, because I am so happy to be a Gator. And so if you're in a school right now that you feel like you're not happy, you can be happy there. You just need to find some ways to get involved and make it a better experience. And for freshmen, your first semester at school might be a complete culture shock, and that is totally normal and okay. A lot of people have bad freshman years. Not everyone, but if it does happen to you, just know that it's not gonna stay that way. I promise. Unless it's like some strange circumstance that like it really is an awful school and you're going through something, then like every person's situation is different. Okay, I've got my foundation. I'm gonna start on my eyes. But bottom line is, if you're struggling through college, or you think you're gonna struggle, or you're preparing to struggle, I don't know, things get better. Life's crazy. Things work their way out. I didn't think that was true, but it's true. And I just wanted to give you guys that encouragement today. just because I needed to hear it that semester. But to get on to lighter things, I am extremely excited to be graduating. I don't have a job lined up yet, which is fine because I think I need a little bit of a mental break, to be honest. I really want to take the time this summer to work my coffee shop job and to kind of be creative and have some new outlets. I'm going to have more time to be editing, which is going to be so much fun. So stay tuned for those videos. Here is my cap. This video of me making my cap is probably gonna go up before this one, so go check it out if you wanna see me make my cap. Okay, now to do my eyes. It's currently 11:35. My boyfriend is picking me up in an hour to bring me over to campus, so I've got one more hour to get ready. Also, this cute little necklace I got it from Forever 21. So cute. All right, let's make my eyes pop. I'm using the Nars palette. I used this palette also on Valentine's Day, and I just liked how it came out, so we're gonna do that again. I can't even process that I'm literally about to be a full-on adult. That's insane. Go check out my grad pics on Instagram if you want to do that too, because my photographer did an amazing job. Was really happy with how they turned out. How does that look? I have like 3 mirrors going on right now. That's why I'm looking down, so I apologize for that. Okay, I've been using the Lancome Mascara. Oh, you can't even see it. I also used this in, I think, my last video. All right, we got my Lancome. This is like a primer. Oh, booster. I'm playing a dangerous game right now. This mirror is so far from me. I really actually like this mascara. It's just that this primer dries kind of quickly, so you gotta move fast. I just love talking about my college experience just because it didn't meet my expectations, but it kind of like went its own way. Like, here are my expectations. Like, this is what happened. So it was like on the same level, but like different wavelengths. That's gotta be some kind of quote right there. I'm really a fan of this mascara. Okay, now I do my eyebrows, which always stresses me out because if I do my eyebrows wrong, the whole rest of the look gets... There's a giant wasp outside my window and I feel like it's staring at me. So my plan today is graduation's at 2, and then my family and friends are going out to dinner at 6 o'clock, and then we're gonna do a little after party here. I got a cake that looks like a gator. It's like a cupcake cake. By the way, this is Benefit. I always use Benefit to do my eyebrows. I just remembered I have to eat. Okay, lipstick is the one thing I can never do right.
I'm graduating.
Now for some accessories. Accessory number 1, I have this UF stole. Gosh, this bus. Respectfully. These could be jump ropes and you wouldn't know. Pro tip, buy some jump ropes off of Amazon as your cords. I don't really know what order these should be going in, but I don't think that's right. It looks kind of stupid, not gonna lie. Wow, this is actually kind of heavy. And finally, I'd like to thank my parents for all they've done for me. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go graduate now, so I'll be right back. Hope to see you guys in my next video, and thank you guys for the support. We did it. Okay, bye.